I drove all night to get to the Tamron Hall Show. I drove all night to get to you. Is that all right? That is one of my favorite songs, and I absolutely love Celine Dion. She is my #1 favorite singer, and I remember going to her concert in Nashville for my birthday one year. And when I was sitting there and we were waiting on her to come, I said, I bet you she starts with I Drove All Night. And all of a sudden the song starts and here comes Celine Dion singing, I drove all night to get to you. Is that all right? So anyway, I'm going to take you guys with me to New York, so let's go. The call time to be in the line was 7:30. I'm 2 hours away from New York. I was out the door in the car by 4:30. I knew that I had a 3-hour drive, so I decided that I was going to change clothes on the way. I was going to do my hair and my makeup on the way, driving. Yes, I do it. I was going to be driving down the freeway, doing my hair and my makeup, and then once I got there, I was going to find a garage to park in, and I was going to change my clothes, and then I would go to the show. I had it all perfectly planned out, but it didn't happen that way. Here is the thing, and one of the reasons why I don't really care for New York. It takes you so long to get somewhere. Literally, it's a 2-hour drive. I left at 4:30. I had to be in the line at 7:30. That gave me 3 hours, okay? My GPS is saying I am 10 miles away, and it's saying it's going to take me an hour to get there. And I'm like, what? So literally, I was in the city trying to get there for an hour.
In 800 feet, continue straight to stay on West Street.
I stayed up all night the night before, so I hadn't had any sleep. I was so tired. I was sleepy.
In 600 feet, your destination will be on the right.
And by the time I got there, I was delirious and talking to myself. My phone is gone. 0%. You need some lotion. You just need some lotion. It's just not even right. Your eyes are crazy. And then the suitcase back there. Fix the suitcase. Lotion your hands. I found a parking spot that was close to the studio. So I pull into the parking spot and I am right next to an entire line of people waiting to go into the Kelly and Ryan show. What does that mean? That means people are looking at me. People are looking into the car, and I have to do my hair and makeup. And remember, I have a suitcase open in the back because I decided to change clothes once I got there. I couldn't change clothes in front of all these people, so I had to wear what I had on. And once I got inside, I actually got a really good seat. It was the first seat on an aisle row where Tamron comes up on the side. So the seat was really a good seat. You cannot shoot video, so I was only able to shoot some photos. But she had some really good guests. She had Solidad O'Brien, who's a journalist. Solidad was talking about a documentary that she has produced with her company, SOB Productions. The documentary was called Hungry to Learn, and it was about college students who are really going to college hungry. Solidad can explain it much better than I can.
So for many of these students, they literally cannot afford to eat. And I don't mean they're eating ramen all the time and it's not fun. Like, they literally cannot afford any food whatsoever if they're not going to a food pantry.
I'll link her website, which has a preview of the documentary, down below. And also her other guests, they were talking about college, and let's see, her other guest was this author, Anthony O'Neill.
What is the big takeaway that people need to know if they're applying in all of these?
The number one thing I always say is the caliber of your future will be determined by the choices that you make today. Yeah. So make sure that you're making the right choice and you're intentional with your finances. If you want to be debt-free, live below your means and stick to the end goal.
His book is called Debt-Free Degree. It was interesting because they were asking, okay, do you have any questions that you would like to ask? And I thought about a question because I actually went to college all the way through. I have almost my master's degree, and I went to college debt-free, no debt coming out. I was on scholarship and grants all the entire time through. And he talks about getting a debt-free degree. And they gave out the books. And as a matter of fact, is this book signed? Yes, it is. It's another book that I have. I love to collect books that have been signed. So now after the first show, I was able to attend the second taping of the show. And it was only about, I would say 30 minutes or so before the second show. But I refused to go to the second show in the same clothing. So I left, went to the car to change clothes. So when I went back to the car between the shows, I had a ticket on my car. This is my New York ticket. I haven't paid it. I wonder if they'll let it go. Wow. I don't know how much it's going to be. I'm going to have to call and see what I need to do. Oh gosh, I gotta take care of that. Thank goodness there was not a line for the Kelly and Ryan show, so I was able to change clothes in the car right there. I did that, and I got back inside, but you know what? I had to wait again in the line, and I was like, I thought I was priority. Why did I have to wait in the line? But that's okay. I got in. When Tamron comes out, there's someone who's designated in the audience to hold her cue cards, and I was sitting next to that person. And it happened to be that that person on that day was Tamron Hall's best friend. And I was like, really? So we had the best time. And then the guest on that show was, wow, Tommy Davidson. Don't fall, don't fall. Tommy Davidson. And he has written a book, Living in Color. Remember Tommy Davidson? He was on the show In Living Color. Well, let me see. Did he sign his book? Really? Really, Tommy? You didn't sign the book? Who does that? No signature. Anyway, this is Tommy Davidson in Living Color. He was literally hilarious. He was just hilarious. During the breaks, he was the funniest. He was telling jokes. He was cracking everybody up. Everybody was laughing. He talked about his life growing up.
You said of your mother that raised you, who was white.
Right.
You said she noticed a pile of trash at the side of the house. Something made her look at that pile. And when she did, she saw a tire. And behind it, a baby foot was sticking out. And that foot was mine. That was your start.
That was the
family.
start. That was the start to family.
I can't find it online anywhere else. I would bring it to you and show it to you. But he performed. It was hilarious. I tell you, he is one of the funniest comedians, and I don't know what happened to where he's not out there more these days. But his new book is, and you can get it on Amazon. I'll leave a link below so that you can get the book. It is really good. He talks a lot about the behind the scenes of the television show In Living Color. And while he gives some stories about him at Kenan, he gives us one story about when he first met Jamie Foxx. He talks about how Kenan used to kind of cause division within all of the comedians. And so one day, Kenan comes into the break room and tells Jamie that, there's a new guy that they're bringing on. He had a skit with Jamie Foxx, and this was their first time meeting, and it was when Jamie Foxx was playing Wanda. And I found the clip. It is so hilarious, but it's in the book. It's in the book, and it is really, really funny.
Oh, this is definitely heaven. Oh, this is definitely heaven.
Then just call me the Messiah.
Let me turn around and see my angel.
No, hold on, just a minute. You got me so excited. Just hold on. You see your angel as soon as you get to heaven.
Well, look here, girl. I tell you what. How about I call you tonight?
Okay,
Because I
then.
know a nice place where you can get dinner,
All right.
wine,
Uh-huh.
and the whole nine.
What's wrong with you? See, you just gotta relax. Relax yourself. Relax yourself. Now, see, after you done said all that now, I think I'm ready to go.
I think I'm ready to go too, girl. Let me see
wait.
my angel.
Flip on over.
Float.
Come on, get some of this. Come on.
Float.
Hilarious. Oh, I forgot to tell you, Kathy Ireland was also on the show with Tommy Davidson, and it was interesting to hear her story of how she moved her career as a model and into the home decorating, and she is literally, she may be a billionaire. She's really doing really well with her businesses.
Was there advice that you received? How did you know?
A lot of failures along the way. The entire time I was working in the modeling industry, I was trying and failing at businesses. But I knew early on that so much of it was dependent upon looks, and it's just the look of the moment, whatever that is. And so I knew I needed to do something that had more security. And something Mr. Buffett said early on, he said, you know, fashion and apparel, it's very cyclical. In home, it's more steady. Very profound, simple, profound, and we entered into the home industry. It was great advice. And the message that Rachel and I want to convey to the readers is whatever sector of life and business you're in, whether it's modeling, entertainment, whether you work in agriculture, finance, whatever it is, know your value.
Yeah.
Put boundaries in place to protect yourself, because those values will be challenged.
So when I left the Tamron Hall Show, I was so tired. Remember, I had been up all night the night before. I was so tired, so I went straight to the hotel.
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Thomas Street.
And I went to sleep until the next day. I had to wake up and head out to the view.